Warning, the following video contains creepy creatures, flashing lights, blood, lots of chocolate, and probably chocolate blood. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey everyone, it's time for the third annual Dark Nights event at Hersheypark. We have come to every Dark Night since they started, which we're very excited about, and we're looking forward to another year of watching the event evolve. It started off really small and it seems like it's growing pretty rapidly, so we're going to check out the houses, the scare zones, and we are allowed to take the cameras into the houses, so we will be having footage inside the houses. And we'll also be checking out some of the food items that they have available as well, so we're going to have a brief look at a little bit of everything here, so let's go. Spirit's Rooftop Bar now has a pretty cool sign out in the front, so there's no question about how to actually find your way in. It was a little questionable how you got to the entrance in previous years, but now they have a nice looking archway to walk under. You can also see the big Spirit sign from the base of the chocolatier, so if you're looking up from ground level, there's no missing it there either. Spirits opens at 4:30 on nights where Dark Nights occurs, and it's on the patio of the chocolatier. Here's a look at their menu, and as you can see at the top, they warn you to warn your server about any food allergies. If you actually check the Hersheypark website, they have even more detailed information about food allergies at the Spirits. So you can get graveyard flatbread, a chicken cheesesteak egg roll, Spirits fried zombie brains, game board, a few other options. They also have several cocktails: the Witch's Potion, Graveyard Sunrise, Hypnotist, Gold Dust, and Greed, Sinful Tempter Sangria, among others. And then below that they have some mocktails and a couple of desserts: Cinnamon Cookie Butter Milkshake and Afterlife Beginners. A cool feature that they brought back from last year: on days where Dark Nights is taking place, they are also showing a different horror movie at the Spirits every single day. You can see the schedule of movies here. And the last day of Dark Nights is November 3rd, so the movies end November 3rd with The Nightmare Before Christmas. They brought back their large Dark Night sign underneath the Candymonium. I know it's the morning, the afternoon, but I'm really surprised that no one's lined up to get their picture taken in front of this sign. It's a really cool addition that they have here. Scattered around the park, they have signage advertising the Tasting Pass. The Tasting Pass will get you 5 food items from their list of special Dark Nights dining items. We'll show you a list in a little bit in this video. The pass is $40, so you're looking at about $8 a food item, and here's the QR code if you want to check it out for yourself. So keep an eye on the menu prices. You really want to aim for things that cost $8 or more to really get your money's worth out of this. Here's a look at the 2024 Tasting Pass lanyard. It tells you it's valid for 5 redemptions. You can see the punch card at the bottom. That shows you some samples of some of the food you can get, and on the back it'll show you a QR code that will list everything that's available that you can use the Tasting Pass for. The first Tasting Pass sign you come to when you first enter the park is for Milton's Ice Cream. They show you the Pumpkin Blondie, Maple Cider Donut Ice Cream, and Sour Gummy Lemonade that you can use your Tasting Pass on. Not far from the park entrance is a photo opportunity spot where you can meet and greet the various Hershey candy mascots. The candy bars that are in this area change throughout the day, and the photo spot is there year-round when the park is open, but for Dark Nights, and actually for Hersheypark Halloween in the daytime, the candy bar characters will be out there in their Halloween costumes. Each character is a different monster or other scary creature, and which candies you meet, just like any other time of year, switch up. So if you visit multiple times, you can see multiple different costumes. At various places throughout the park and in front of the park, they have these crates of pumpkins. You can see on the crate it says they are from Mass Acres Farm. The acres is a little smudged here, but that's what it says, Mass Acres Farm. A little subtle detail that's easy to miss, the funnel cake by Shorty's restaurant off to the side. They have this little mini graveyard that you can walk right by and not even notice. Something that's hard to miss though, they have a pumpkin funnel cake for the season. And of course Jen had to pick up the little pumpkin that's sitting in front of it. The next tasting pass sign is for Spirello, which has the original, the beer, cheese, and bacon, the buffalo chicken dip, or the chocolate and peanut butter spiral potatoes, as well as a pomegranate boba iced tea. The Spirello is in this little shack-looking building over here, right next to what used to be the Record Your Own Music Video building. For the season, the Music Box Theater has the Shake, Rattle, and Glow Monster Ball, which has 4 show times daily at 4, 6, 7:30, and 8:30. I'm pretty sure this is new for this year. Across from the guest services building, they've added a couple of new kiosks for you to be able to buy your Dark Nights Fast Track tickets and any other tickets, but it's a Dark Knight themed kiosk. I'm pretty sure they didn't have any over here, but the more the better for the crowds to get their passes. Berks Hot Dogs is another location where you can use your tasting pass. They have hot dog burnt ends with apple slaw, a blazing fury dog, a swamp dog, and a black cherry lemonade. So from Berks, which is temporarily known as Dogs of Doom, Jen got the swamp dog, which you can see has a spicy pickle spear on there as well as bacon, and it also has a smoked olive ranch on it as well. So Jen thought that the hot dog was just kind of standard, but the topping she really enjoyed. She said that the pickle was nice and spicy as it should be, and it gave it a nice cool feeling from the heat of the hot dog, and she thought that the bacon that was on there gave it a nice crunch that it needed. So overall, she did enjoy the hot dog. For the season, Coaster Collectibles has once again become the Hersheypark Boutique. Inside they sell general Halloween merchandise. They have this shirt that's a real deep cut, the real Ghostbusters, the cartoon and toy line from the late 80s, early 90s. Evil Dead 2 shirt. And Hannibal Lecter. I don't remember seeing any of these shirts here last year. Hersheypark's No Boo necklace is this Reese's Cup bat with bat wings. It's $16.99 plus tax. But I have to say this is probably the coolest design for a No Boo necklace I've ever seen. There's a little cart near the Fahrenheit coaster called Dips of Decay. At Dips of Decay, you can also use your tasting pass to check out some buffalo chicken dip with Cool Ranch Doritos, some beer cheese dip with pork rinds, some spinach and bacon dip with pita chips, or some brownie batter dip with pretzel twists. So as the name implies, they sell a bunch of dips. From the Dips of Decay, we got the beer cheese. The beer cheese is supposed to come with pork rinds, but they were out of pork rinds, so they gave us this bag of mini pretzels. All of the sides that come with all of the different dips are just pre-bagged, commercially made vessels here, so you're not getting anything very special with this, but yeah, here you go, pretzels and some beer cheese. So we'll see how the beer cheese tastes. So if you can tell, the cheese is a little bit different color than it was in the initial shot. When we dipped our first pretzel in there, it kind of broke like a little bit of a skin off the top. Like the cheese had been sitting in a warmer for a while, which it probably had. So that was a little bit off-putting. But aside from that, the pretzels combined with the cheese, it actually worked really well together. I'm glad we opted to get the pretzels as our side versus any of the other options that they had there. The cheese has a little bit of a spicy kick to it. The beer doesn't really come through, but it does have a lot of flavor, and it works really well with the pretzels. So if you don't like pork rinds, ask for the pretzels as a substitute. It's a good choice. Treatville, the family-friendly trick-or-treat trail, is back again. They've moved the entrance this time. Instead of where the entrance to the boardwalk would normally be in the summer, which is where it used to be, they've moved it over to the back side of the boardwalk near the Fahrenheit coaster. New for this year, where the entrance to Treatville used to be, is the Avenue of the Afterlife, right through this path here. They have signs out in front to explain exactly what Avenue of the Afterlife is. Features DJ dance party, jugglers, Dark Knight's character meet and greets, and more. Street party with exciting food and drinks, plus shopping and live entertainment. And you can go through here to skip the scares that are in this area. One of your special food options within the Avenue of the Afterlife is known as Moonlight Libations. At Moonlight Libations, you can of course get some alcohol, but they also have this item you can use your tasting pass on, some pizza bombs. So we opted to try the pizza bombs. They give you a serving of 2, and you can see they load them up with marinara sauce. So it wasn't as full of marinara as I was expecting, but there is some in there, along with mozzarella and pepperoni. It reminded us both of kind of like a calzone. The dough is really soft, and the seasoning, the garlic seasoning on top of it's really good. So we really enjoyed it. We're glad they give you 2, because we're looking forward to having that second one. There's a little pop-up trailer over here in the boardwalk, or as part of the Avenue of the Afterlife, where they have the character meet and greets. Here's the schedule of the meet and greets right here. Professor Darkstone for a half hour, followed by the Necromancer, and finally Fryboy and Friends. The back side of the Avenue of the Afterlife is where they have a lot of the fun stuff. They have this little cart that has this year's Dark Knight's t-shirt, as well as a couple of hoodies. Mass Acre Farms, which is what those crates of pumpkins are referencing. They brought back Auntie Mortem's Quality Meats trailer here, but this time they've moved it over here to the Avenue of the Afterlife. You can use your tasting pass here. You can get the pulled pork slider, the kielbasa bowl, fried corn nuggets, and a spare parts tray. So we got the spare parts. The eyeball that's part of the spare parts is a cake pop. The brain is a chocolate caramel brain. All they said was chocolate caramel brain, so I'm not exactly sure chocolate caramel what. And then all of the fingers, and obviously these cookies are all assorted cookies. So the chocolate cookies we thought were just chocolate cookies with chocolate chips, but it has a nice little surprise in there. There's actually a lot of mint in the cookie, so it had a nice minty kick when you bit into it. It was really good. The cake pop was coated in a white chocolate. The inside didn't really taste like cake so much as it tasted like a brownie. So if you like brownies, you'll probably really enjoy the eyeball. The fingers are shortbread cookies. So they're a little bit on the dry side, but they have a nice buttery flavor. Again, if you're a fan of shortbread cookies, you should probably enjoy these fingers. The brain itself was basically just a piece of candy. The outside, the brain part itself, is white chocolate, and the interior is all caramel. So the white chocolate plus the caramel together is a lot of sugar. So if you like a lot of sweet, you'll enjoy this. It's a nice contrast to the not so sweet cookie. Overall, we thought that the platter was pretty good though. Right past the Auntie Mortem's trailer is the Afterlife Delights trailer, which also features tasting pass items. Desserts, they have red velvet cookies and scream brownie, the cherry cheesecake jar, pretzel bones, make your own s'mores kit, and a dark chocolate cold brew. Right outside of Fahrenheit, there's a milk can game that's always here, but for Dark Knights they've changed the name to Toxic Cans, and there's a good reason for that, as we'll see in a second. Right past the Toxic Cans game is the Fallout Zone Scare Zone. This Scare Zone opened last year in 2023 and was by far the most interesting Scare Zone they had last year, so I'm hoping it's just as good this year. We'll take a brief look at some of the highlights in the daytime of what they have in this area. Once again, they've turned Dispatch Pizza in the boardwalk into Toxic Crust to match the Fallout Zone theme. They have this big contaminant storage building here that has an opening for a scare actor to hide in. Let's see how well this gets used tonight. Well, now we know why Tidal Force has been shut down for a while. Toxic barrels are all through here. And they're open. So that's not a good sign. There was a game over here where you try to get frogs onto lily pads. For the season, they've changed that to has rats, where now you're tossing rats onto what are still lily pads for some strange reason. They have this radioactive safety control unit here, about 7 feet tall. It looks really cool in the daytime, but it looks really great at night. That's all glowing green, just like most of this area will be. Reactor Rations, which is in a shipping container looking restaurant, has returned for this year, and they have a few tasting pass items. Cheese curds with smoked olive ranch, hot honey habanero chicken wings, loaded sweet potato fries, a Nashville hot chicken biscuit sandwich, and a blueberry boba iced tea. It is where the East Coast Burger Works normally would be, over here to the right. The Dark Knights Emporium is back for 2024. This is where you'll find most of the best Dark Knights merchandise inside of here. This is located near, as you're making your way toward Wildcat's Revenge, you'll pass right by the store. They always have some really cool decor in here. They even have my friend the skeleton over here. Here's a look at their shirt designs for the year. They have a version that lists all of the houses and scare zones with the Ferris wheel in the center. They also have a hoodie version. They have one with Wildcat's Revenge in the center, and again, a hoodie version. They have a version with, I believe that's Darkstone on there in the center, and the hoodie version. And then they have a version that has the sliders with a hoodie at the bottom. We saw this shirt earlier, but they also have this I Survived shirt that's updated this year to reflect the estate of evil. They always have this traditional Dark Knights hat, but this year they have a new design, Decay and GHT for Dark Knights. Last year this corner just had some scattered furniture that was there randomly. Now this time they've added this giant awesome vulture. This thing's a dinosaur. Every year they have this classic Halloween decor. I'm not sure how much it is, but it actually is for sale, which is really cool. They have their second room open in here this year. It was closed last year when we were here, so it's cool to see it open. They have a bunch of long sleeve Dark Knight shirts in here. They have the same Mass Acres Auntie Mortem's Abattoir shirts that we saw over at the other souvenir location. There's a couple other general Dark Knight shirts. One's a hoodie and the other one's a t-shirt. We have this crystal ball in the center, in the corner. That's the only thing really of note in this room. It's small and quiet, but that's really a neat little crystal ball that they have here. All the way in the back of the park near the actual Midway section where Wildcat's Revenge is one of the original scare zones that's still here, the Midway of Misery. Although there isn't a whole lot to look at in the daytime, we're going to walk through and take a look at what they do have that you can see in the daytime. This is also home to 3 of the haunted houses, so we'll be spending a lot of time in this area today. These creepy displays are littered all throughout the Midway of Misery. There's several of them throughout here. Here's another one of the images they have along the Midway of Misery. They have this fun little tarot game. Spin the wheel and see your future. Of course, Jen landed in between 2 of the cards.
Oh, let's get out of the way of this.
It's basically just a window you can see through to the other side. I bet this will look much cooler at night. On Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, they have the Slider Showcase, which are a bunch of creepy people like this, sliding on their hands and knees to scare you as you walk through the Midway of Misery. The Wildcat's Revenge cart, along with other places that serve alcohol here, have 3 special cocktails. The first one's the Hypnotist, which Has mango habanero whiskey, pineapple juice, and starry. They also have a last dinner party with Don Q Passion rum, cranberry juice, and orange juice, and a toxic apple, which is lemon vodka, sour apple schnapps, and starry. They are a big fan of starry with these drinks. If you come to the Midway of Misery from the other direction through the Avenue of the Afterlife, you'll come to this broken archway entrance. I don't recall this being here in years past on the other side of the Midway of Misery, but it's possible that I just never walked down far enough to see it. It's kind of cool that they have a second archway here. The Dispatch Pizza in the Hollow is still a Dispatch Pizza, and you can use your tasting pass there. They have terror tots, voodoo legs, all eyes on meat, cinnamon bread intestines, and a dragon fruit punch. The Dispatch in the Hollow is over here by the fast fill station in this building. Darkstone's Hollow is back in the Hollow for the season. They have here in this area the Battle for Spring Creek, which has nightly shows Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Here are the show times for those.
Restrain her! Enough! Darkstone, the age of your demented collection is over. And us creatures, we run the show now. Pardon? You are part of my menagerie, you stupid little goat. Do you not remember our agreement? I own you! And Spring Creek will not go without a battle! You can have your battle, Darkstone. My war has only just begun. Come on, sir. We have important things.
Down the chain.
Fight for your independence, dear. And just remember, not all cages have bars.
They also have this sign for Darkstone's traveling Mythical Menagerie, which is a shout out to the Creatures Uncaged house that used to be here. We unfortunately came to this scare zone at the end of the night last year and really missed it. Most of the scare actors were already gone by the time we came to it, so we didn't see a lot of what they had here. And it looks like this is the most decor heavy of all of the scare zones, so we're going to have to try to make this a priority tonight when it gets darker. Looking at some of the decor, I believe this is probably just the parts of the Creatures Uncaged haunted house where they kept up some of the decor. They just aren't able to take you through the amphitheater since the amphitheater is no longer there. But you can take a look at, basically this is a daytime look at the Creatures Uncaged house from years past. So we decided to go back to Milton's to use our last tasting pass item to get the maple cider donut ice cream. You can see 1 scoop of ice cream. It comes with a donut on top, a maple cider donut, and the picture actually shows that it was a traditional donut with a hole in the center, but this one looks like a donut hole instead. So this wasn't too bad. The ice cream itself had a lot of great maple flavor. It came across really well. The donut on top was very bready, but the sugar on top made it a nice sweetness to go with the not so sweet inside. The only problem is The ice cream had some donut chunks in it and around it, and those donut chunks themselves, because they were cold, they ended up being hard and also kind of dry. So that brought it down a little bit, but the ice cream itself was really great. Like last year, they've brought back dark rides on a select few coasters. They have the dark rides on Pandemonium, Comet, Lightning Racer, and Wildcat's Revenge. Additionally, Laugh Track was doing it all day, including in the daytime. We actually had a chance to do that for the first time today, and it was a lot of fun. It was unexpectedly scary doing it in complete darkness. Right by Wildcat's Revenge and the Wildcat's Revenge beverage car is the entrance to the Descent Catacombs of Decay.
Welcome, come on in. Hi, I'm Violet. Welcome to my bookshop and antique store. You smell something funny? I did find half a dead rat on Wednesday. Still trying to find that other
about midway, no pun intended, through the midway of misery, you come to Twisted Carn-Evil, the obviously Carnival themed haunted house here.
Just be careful in the mirror room, just grab onto the mirror. It's just
get down basically to the entrance to Lightning Race here, you'll also come to the entrance to Auntie Mortem's Abattoir, the newish house that started last year at Dark Nights. In between Toxic Cans and the Fallout Zone Scare Zone is the brand new Estate of Evil house. This house replaces another one that we'll look at the area later.
Well, we haven't guessed this evening. We'll let you people in. Those who want to stay. So great.
Sorry, I just ate the cat. I see you.
It'll be your funeral next. Go. Don't just stay here, wind up dead.
Along with the new Estate of Evil house comes this new bar and lounge that's near the entrance to the Midway of Misery scare zone. It's back around this way by Wildcat's Revenge. I also wanted to quickly add that the Estate of Evil haunted house empties out into the bar area, so you have an alternate way of getting to it once you go through the house. So it turns out that the Estate of Evil bar is actually in the Wildcat's Revenge catering building. The Estate of Evil bar is themed to a little apothecary. It's kind of cool that a little space like this has such good theming. And here's a look at the Estate of Evil menu.
Cousins, hi.
Hi, you're so pretty. You're
Down here through this fence is where the Hersheypark Amphitheater once stood. This is now going to be the site of the brand new ride, the Twizzlers Twisted Gravity, which is a giant, supposedly the world's largest screaming swing by the time it's built. As of right now, you can see it's just a dirt patch, but this was the site of the Creatures Uncaged haunted house for the last two Dark Nights. This is why that house had to be removed, and now Estate of Evil is in another location. And the final house is a Dark Knights original, the Haunted Coal Mine. You can find that one over by the entrance to the Trailblazer. Although it's not an official scare zone, out in front of the haunted mines, they always have some decor out here, and there will occasionally be scare actors hiding in here. They have this mine shaft, and they also have a couple other buildings around the area.
Descending 1,900 feet into the coal cracker mine. Due to a collapse at Shaft 7, visitors must use abandoned tunnels to reach the bypass where the gold has been struck. Mortem, stick with your party at all times. Miners have disappeared. Darkness and flash flooding has been removed.
Take our place, ready for the fear you face. Come and try to grab our gold. You'll discover fear untold.
another year of Dark Nights. We were glad to get to go through all of the houses, see all of the scare zones. We hope you enjoyed seeing all of them. One thing to note, they seem to have added a bunch of smells to the houses this year that I don't recall being there before, neither does Jen, because she said the same thing to me. So it's kind of a nice touch. It's too bad that that doesn't come across on this video. The smells weren't entirely unpleasant, just unexpected. So we both were big fans of the new Estate of Evil house, but it still doesn't top the Haunted Coal Mine. They have such good effects in that one. There really wasn't a bad house per se this year. Last couple of years we weren't big fans of the Descent, but they definitely improved the Descent. They actually changed the endings to all of the repeat houses, which we thought was really cool. So, as we said in the intro, they seem to be kind of evolving and improving this event every single year. Last year was better than the year before. This year we definitely thought was better than last year, and we're looking forward to coming back next year to see how they've changed it again and what improvements they've made. So if you enjoyed the video, we'd appreciate it if you would give it a thumbs up. And also subscribe to the channel. Every like and subscribe is a big help to the channel. Also, please be sure to check out our Instagram page, which is appearing right over Jen's head now. Right below that is our thread table. And then right underneath of Jen's chin is our email address. Please feel free to email us any questions, comments, concerns, constructive criticism. We read all of them, and we appreciate any feedback that we get. So, thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for watching, but the fun's not over yet. Click the box in front of my face for another fun video, or click my tree to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss another video.